Yo, yo, yo. Okay, we should be on right now. The sound, that shit now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are live. We're letting the room rock out right now. Fill up right now while I wait for my brother Jamel Herring to come on. This episode, Floyd Mayweather Jr. hints at a return. Adrian Broner's in the saddest state we can all picture in life. And also, Gabby Fundora got crazy this weekend. Is she boxing's next superstar in the female division? I believe so. And Colazo, is he what people say he is? Puerto Rico's own 105-pound champion. We're going to speak about all that and get my boy Jamel as soon as he comes back. And we're working on a new intro. So if anybody has, any talents, they want to help us with an intro, please hit us up right after this. Yo, yo, we are back, letting the room excuse me, pack up before my man Jamel gets on. But yeah. Recently we've seen some things on, you know what's crazy? I'm so out of it right now. I didn't even download the things I was supposed to download. How about that? How do you guys like that? That I didn't even do that. But anyways, the legend Floyd Money Mayweather has come out and basically said that he would be interested in making a comeback. My response to that is why? Why at the age of 49 would Floyd Mayweather want to? And there's been a lot of people forming different opinions based on why they believe Floyd would do it. They said, he can't take all of the notoriety that Terrence Bud Crawford has been receiving, but I have a different opinion on the situation in that regard. But we're going to get into that. You know what I mean? We're definitely going to get into that. But this weekend, Gabby, the legend Fundora, had her fight. You know what I mean? Where she brutally beat the brakes off of this girl. Like it was bad. I mean, I don't see anybody any smoke with Gabby for a while. I feel like unless the champ goes up to a heavier weight class, I don't see anyone messing with Gabby Fundora. She is just nasty out there. She walks in there with a smile. She beats the brakes off of these chicks. And I mean, the size, she knows how to utilize it. The power that she possesses. I don't think anyone punches like her in the female division. Gabriela Fundora is my favorite girl out there, and I just believe she is just built different. I didn't even send Jamel the link. My head is everywhere today. I apologize. I'm sending my man Jamel the link as we speak. But yeah, Gabby Fundora had a great performance. She just looks head and shoulders above everyone. It is absolutely crazy when you really think about it. Gabby Fundora is literally, to me, the best female alive. Hype Man shows you how bad the Cowboys defense. Oh my God, the Cowboys defense is freaking terrible. I mean, they let the Giants put 36 points on them. Think about that for a second. I need. Oh my God. But anyways, Gabby Fundora, what is next for Gabby? I'd like to see a couple fights. I'd like to see against Leanna Cruz. I personally is one of my favorites. Leanna Cruz believes she can defeat my girl. My girl, and Leanna's my girl. But that is a tall task. She says that she feels like the footwork, Gabby can't go backwards. It's hard to push this girl back. She's just something different. You know what I mean? Do I have it over Katie Taylor and Clarissa? Do I have her as potentially? I think she's going to be better than both. Just being honest. And when she fills into her size, I would love to see eventually, I mean, her at a higher weight class, but I mean, she's like what, 150, 112 right now? Clarissa's like at 154. It's a lot of weight. But I just feel like she's going to just continue to collect belts for a while. I think she's like, what, 22, 23 years old, the youngest unified champion in the world. She's going to rake up belts. Eventually, there's going to be people speaking on Gabby versus Clarissa. But again, Clarissa, she's in a way higher weight class, but you're going to see it. And you got to think about it, too. Just being honest. Gabby is in a situation to where she has more names. She can eventually go see a Katie Taylor. An Amanda Serrano. Like, it's not a far fetch to 154. Alicia Baumgartner eventually, like within the next few years. Like, I think her frame can definitely handle it. There's a lot more names in the lighter divisions, as opposed to Clarissa. Gabby is good, so that makes her fight almost uninteresting. So it's not. You know what? I'm gonna tell you why it's not uninteresting. A lot of times when I watch a Clarissa fight, it goes 12 rounds. A lot of girls are unathletic, and they hang around for the entire fight, and Clarissa beats them. She beats the brakes off of them, but maybe she doesn't get the definitive knockout. Gabby gets in there, and she literally puts these girls to shame. She literally knocks them out. Now, some may say it's competition level, whatnot, but Clarissa's competition level hasn't been that good either. But at the end of the day, she's closing the show on these girls, and that's what makes Gabby so impressive. And I personally love watching it. Every time Gabby gets on, I'm down to watch her fight. Gabby would beat Serrano at 26 or 30. I listen, but this is what I'm saying. They have the names. There are a lot of names in these divisions, and again, being the fact that she is a woman, women genetically are lighter, so there are more women in those weight classes that are going to get popular. Gabby just seems head and shoulders above everybody. Same thing with Clarissa. But the difference is she's 22 and there are names, and female boxing is getting more popular at the age where she is a lot younger, which I think it's very telling. And you have to take that into consideration. Hold on one second, guys. Texting my man Jamal. And I think that's what's the difference in Gabby and Clarissa. Clarissa's only two-time golden. She won the Olympics twice, gold medal winner. Absolutely, Clarissa's going to be one of the greatest fighters. I'm just saying, in regards to a pro career, she is going to have more names under her belt, and similar to what Floyd Mayweather fighting the Cottos and all those names, it really does add to your resume. And again, would she be able to catch up soon enough to Amanda Serrano? Why not? It'll be a big money fight. And she has Golden Boy behind her. Oscar knows what he's doing. And again, she's an anomaly, but she's incredible. She's absolutely incredible. Ramirez Boxing 24/7. What is up? We're talking my girl, Gabby Fundora, one of my favorite fighters out there. While we wait for my man Jamel to come on. Also, Xander Zayas received a big surprise from a hero of his. We're going to get into that as well. But what do you think about Gabby Fundora? Is she on the verge of just the GOAT status? I believe so. Is there anyone that can beat Gabby? You know what I mean? Jeannie Fuchs wants smoke with her. She believes the same thing. She can push her back. Liana Cruz wants smoke with her. She believes she can win. Hold on. I emailed it. I'm about to send this link again for Jamal. But hold on. Jamal should be coming on right now. Let me double check that while we wait. But again, Gabby Fundora, the future of female boxing, and just an amazing athlete. Maybe and again, let's talk about one thing, the difference between Clarissa and Gabby. Knockouts are sexy. Knockouts are sexy. Beatings are sexy. Gabby has shown, in my opinion, to be more dominant in regard as opposed to Clarissa. Yes, Clarissa's been winning the fights, but Gabby is literally closing shows. She is beating the brakes off of these girls. And that is going to go a long way in regards to marketing them. A la Gervonta Davis. Gervonta's resume isn't great, but Gervonta knocks people out, and people tune in because they want to see the knockout, and that's something and it's crazy because that's something that Gabby like she covets. She loves closing the show. She literally is out there and beats these girls in submission. She was beating Shorty up like a pinata. Like her corner was sitting there, they didn't know what to do, and it was just it's just brutal. It is brutal to see her. And another, she's a Mexican, right? She's Mexican. They're gonna embrace her. This girl is boxing's next superstar, and I don't know if anybody in those weight classes are going to be able to beat her. And again, she's just phenomenal. But there is no real competition in women's boxing. They're all trash. That is not true. That's not true. I think Leanna Cruz is a very great fighter. You're talking about someone that tore her ACL, literally, in her knee, or whatever. She tore her knee up in the first round and continue to fight 10 rounds, toe to toe. Now, do they have the power to give Gabby problems? Probably not. You know what I mean? But, Liana definitely has the heart. I'd like to see her. I mean, there's a lot of girls. There's a lot of girls in these divisions. You got Tiara Brown. You got a lot of people out there. You got a lot of people, a lot of names in those divisions. So they are names for Gabby to face eventually, depending on how she goes up. But let me introduce my guy, the legend, Jamel Herring in the building. What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up? Jamel looks tired. Look like he went
out. I'm good.
Jamel, I was just talking about Gabby, right?
Right.
You know how I love Gabby. I love Gabby Fundora, right? I think she's the best female on the planet. I'm sorry. I think she's going to be the. And I was saying, people compare, the Clarissa situation. I said the difference between her and Clarissa, in my opinion, and what makes Gabby so entertaining is Clarissa will go 12 rounds with a lot of her people, or 10 rounds, whatever it is, right? She'll beat them decisively. But what makes Gabby so different is she's a closer. She beats people she beats them to a bloody pulp and finishes them. She has that in her that makes boxing fans want to tune in.
Right.
And she has the names. She's eventually going to. She has a better chance of facing the biggest names in boxing, in women's boxing, than Clarissa does. And I think that's gonna carry her to superstardom. What's your take on Gabby? Because I absolutely adore this girl.
I mean, Gabby. I like Gabby. Gabby's good. Gabby's like you said, she's a closer. She carries power. She actually has great boxing abilities. With her fundamentals and technique, especially with her using her physical attributes at her best in terms of her height and reach. But yeah, I see what you mean. But Clarissa just makes her fight up opponents look one sided, and she just basically out wills and shows a lot of skills as well.
Yeah.
I think obviously, of course, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, Clarissa was out here, finishing more of her opponents, and yeah, then I see, her getting a lot more praise. But at the same time, Clarissa, she shows out as well, and she embarrasses a lot of her competition.
No, and that's absolutely the fact. That's absolutely true. But my thing with her is we all know how far the knockout can take you, right? The knockout takes you to levels.
And because you made a great point even with Tank. I mean, people could say Tank doesn't have the best resume, but his fan base tunes in because he's a closer. They expect him, they expect him to put somebody down each and every time he gets in that ring. So, all eyes are glued on Tank to see, and let's say Tank has skill set. Don't get me wrong, he has a great skill set.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for the most part, his base comes from a lot, of how he finishes his opponents in his fights.
Yeah, and him and Clarissa are similar in the sense that, well, not him and Clarissa, but like he really hasn't fought anyone, and he has the name, so it's different. Gabby finishes people, and now she has people with and that are close to her weight class that have names. So she has a combination of both. So it's unfortunate for Clarissa, but Gabby, I think she's going to take over the sport in terms of, and another thing people tend to forget, she's Mexican. We all know how Mexicans support Mexicans. Let's be honest. when you're a dominating Mexican superstar like Canelo Alvarez or Julio Cesar Chavez, and now you have Gabby Fundura, they are going to support you. They are going to put you on a pedestal. And look, bro, she's bigger than her brother. Let's be honest. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, no knock against Sebastian, but out of the two, I prefer, to watch her because again, I watch her for the skill set. Not saying Sebastian doesn't have skill set, but she actually uses all of her physical attributes like I pointed out earlier. She'll everything, everything comes from the end of her shots. She'll start with the jab, and the rear hand, follow behind that and right afterwards. In terms of her brother, like, he likes to fight on the inside. It's entertaining, but at the same time, he's shown he shot a lot more vulnerability in terms of the way he fights compared to his sister.
but you know what's crazy about her too, bro? She is so sweet. Like even at the presser, she's wearing the skirt, the high heels, but she has a mean streak to her. When she's in there,
No,
she's
that's the scary part about it. Like, she was real calm and laid back during the press conference while everybody goes in there talking how they're gonna take the belts from her and this and the third. And then she goes in there and destroys them.
bro, and it doesn't. It looks effortlessly. Like and bro, the way she closes shows, right? Bro, like I can't even explain how disgusting it is. Like this girl was trying. She was landing shots. Gabby was eating them. Hey, come on,
But
let me just.
she presses, she walks through it, and that'll break anyone down mentally. When
Oh,
you out there, like I said, you trying your heart out, you throwing everything from the you throwing everything from the ground up, and nothing, saying nothing's penetrating and getting through. That'll break your spirit and will mentally. So that's what she does, and she continues to walk her opponents down and with barrages of punches.
yeah, and listen, a lot of those girls that are being signed, right? I mean, there's a lot of girls that she can fight. That Jake Paul's putting a lot of money behind. They're gonna gain in popularity. You got Leanna Cruz, who, in my opinion, is a very talented fighter.
Right.
Leanna's going to bring her effort. She's going to sell the show. You guys, I mean, and again, she has the frame to fill in to
Yeah, of
how
course.
hot
Yeah, of course.
like it's
Yeah.
been.
Yeah. I don't. The way her track record is going on right now, her
Yeah,
pacing, I don't see her. Like I said, I don't see her with the, let's say, the Serranos, because I think by then Serrano will be out.
very gone. Yeah,
Be out the game by then. But there's a lot. If you look around, even through the amateurs, there's a lot of good female talent that's coming up and
yeah.
out the amateurs as well. So she's definitely gonna have some names. You know what I'm saying? Probably some newer faces that also have to build their own resume as time goes on. But again, I can see her dominating weight class after weight class after weight class as time goes on. Because like you mentioned, she does have the frame to fill in eventually as she gets older, and she's still young.
No, absolutely. And bro, she's gonna dominate. She's gonna unify every division. So, I don't know. I mean, she, in my opinion, has the frame to probably break Manny Pacquiao's record. I mean, Manny, there were 8 divisions. I believe by the time her career is
What is
over,
Amanda Serrano's though? What's Serrano right now? What was she? Because I know she was.
oh, I think she did 7. I
I
want to
think it
say,
was 7 too. Yeah, 7 something like that too. So she was up there too.
yeah, but this girl's 22, the youngest champ. I mean, I would love to see her against. Again, you remember Jeannie called her out. Jeannie Fuchs called her out. Leanna Cruz called her out. There's a lot of girls. There's that girl. Was it Leanna was calling out. Oh my God, she looks Spanish, but I forgot her name. But there are a lot of females. Golden Boy has the superstar of all superstars, in my opinion, in Gabby Fundura, and yeah,
Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
Yeah, at those weight classes that she's around. Yeah, of course, Golden Boy. But like you pointed out earlier, I think as time goes by, they're gonna have to start speaking with MVP, even if she does stay with Golden Boy, to do some unification matchups, or depending on how long she has on her contract with Golden Boy, she's probably gonna have to make that jump to get to probably get more eyes on her if she goes to somewhere like MVP. It's not
oh
saying that Golden Boy's doing a bad job. Golden Boy's doing a great job, but right now MVP, their main focus is women's boxing.
yeah, no, absolutely. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how everything pans out in that regard. But I definitely see superstardom in this young lady But let's get to it. Let's get to some other stuff, some other interesting, um, oh man, some other interesting news that just transpired. I'm gonna play a video for you guys real quick. My bad. I thought I uploaded all these, but I did not. But I'm gonna play this. This is kind of sad, and I don't want to continue to bring this guy up, but we're gonna have to do it real quick. In other news, Adrian Broner has hit a new low, and this is what it is.
You do a party for free, cool.
But how is he gonna get this money though?
He gonna get it back, man. Can we do a party or something?
Why am I bleeding, bro?
No, because we got to square this up tonight.
Y'all taking me away.
Bro, I know you.
Baby, you don't want, bro. Come
You're
on,
not
bro.
from there, do that.
You ain't worth going to jail, bro.
I know you can't.
I ain't did nothing.
But you really
You'll
want this
get some
in
money.
the though?
I don't know what's
Tomorrow.
really going on.
Did y'all order anything for me?
Yeah, bro. When everything we go. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Pay for this. I'll see you
I'm
tomorrow.
right here at the front door. Yeah.
He didn't even make that today.
Bro, I don't have that, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You AB, bro.
Yeah, that's what he makes in 2 weeks, bro.
Right, he didn't make that in one night.
Whenever y'all ready to arrest me. Arrest me. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing to nobody.
Yeah, like motherfuckers is getting free
Here y'all go.
That's like promotions, man.
This all I can give. If y'all don't want it, take it back. What that is?
It's 40, bro.
It's 2. Damn, let's get them some money, man. They showed us some hospitality to the max. Nah, can't. What's that?
Give it to him. That is all I can give. But you done the recording, bro. I ain't fucked up. My life fucked up.
I ain't gonna lie, well, since we've been out here, man, ain't nobody charged us to come through and kick and give us
That's
a
what I'm saying, bro. I don't do this, bro. I would have stayed here until he shot me, bro.
Hey, did they communicate all this with you?
I don't know. Defense came to me, told me.
Y'all should have made that clear. Y'all planning on doing a walkthrough or something like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Y'all just come in here and just run up the tag and talk to them, let them know what y'all trying to do.
He ain't talk to me either.
It's the same. It be like vice
Same.
versa.
All right, just take me to jail.
Come on. You gotta get these consequences.
Hey, come get me. Right now. Hey, BJ, give my phone. Give my phone. He really called the narcs, bro.
Oh man, Adrian Broner hits a new low, bro. I mean, let me start this off. Let me start this with Jamal. When he says, "I ain't fucked up, my life is fucked up,"
Right.
is what really messed me up. I mean, you out there in Cincinnati, you out there, AB. We've been reporting these things. Jesus Christ, what'd you take off of that?
Bro needs help. Bro needs help, man. He needs help. And like I said, I've reached out to him a few times, check up on him. But it's all the same. Oh, I'm good, big bro. I'm good. Yeah. But right there, yeah, man, like, I don't know. And it's like you can only but say so much. Since people yesterday saying, I'm tired of saying pray for AB. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's like a repeating cycle. You know what I mean? It's a pattern. Mm-hmm. And like I said, man, like where we're from, we call him. His nickname is Twin. We call him Twin, but like Twin, man, like you gotta get some help, bro. You gotta get some help, bro. And I'm not saying it to knock you, but I don't think there's enough people right now behind you, bro, to really tell you that this is not good. Like I know his mother. His mother's a great woman. Mother's a beautiful, great woman, yo, and she's she's always concerned about him. You know what I mean? So but again. It's hard to tell somebody, say what to do when they're a full-fledged adult, and it's hard to keep track of them. Like I said, I've been around when trainers who try to, will lose touch of him because he'll be in the gym one day, then the next day, he's out in Vegas, with the big scenes and the fights is at, and y'all guys seeing it, out in Vegas, he's not, he's under the influence. So, but again, like I said, I'm speaking to you directly, twin. Like, yo, bro, you got to get together, man. You need some help, man. And I'm only saying that because I love you, bro. But you really got to get together before, because you're in a downward spiral. And if anybody's gonna be real with you, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that one, bro. Like, I'm not here to, like I said, I'm not here to knock you, but at the same time, bro, look what you're doing to yourself. You got people that don't really give a fuck about you. You got kids that that love you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this ain't the way. 1 minute you saying you in the gym, and I'm rooting for you, and then the very next week you popped up on TMZ and all these media outlets. Let's be real, just drunk. And like I said, because clearly he was drunk right here because they say it's a $2,200 tab. So obviously you was under the influence buying alcohol or ordering drinks and not paying the tab. And then I caught on to the video because I didn't watch the whole video to the day, honestly, bro. I caught on. He said, we usually go places and they don't charge us nothing. So it's like you just going from spot to spot.
Yeah.
And you getting fucked up. Like, bro, like I said again, man, you can curse me out when you see me, whatever, but at the same time, bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, get it together, bro. This is not good. It's not good. And like I said, at the same time, people are not giving a fuck anymore, man. People don't care if they wake up tomorrow and it's they see something in the news that's even, God forbid, far worse, because people are tired of like I said, trying to say pray for AB, AB this, AB that, but bro, like I said, I like I said, me for one, like I said, I appreciate you and I love you for the things you did when I first got to Cincinnati and I first turned pro. So at the same time, I'll give it back to you, like, bro, you got to get it together, man.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know AB personally. I met him one time. I told you he wasn't the greatest thing, but I don't wish nothing bad against him. But I will say this: he's a broken man, and the things that, and I think people downplay mental health and all these things, but in reality, alcohol brings you down. He clearly can't deal with it. He can't get a fight. He's scamming people online. Like he's being indicted by the feds for loaded crap games. And to be honest, he's right. It used to be where I used to show up and I wouldn't have to pay anything. You know why? Because you were a different person. People were benefiting off of your name. But you know what they're doing now? They're benefiting off of your downfall. They probably knew he didn't have the money, but they knew they would go viral, whoever was filming that. And they played into it, and he played into it. And to see him struggling with not being at the top of his game or not being able to do certain things is really, really sad. And people are going to continue to use him now as clickbait. We just see him get embarrassed in the Cameron situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Putting out the clips of what transpired, and now this, and it's just really, really sad, man. We've seen a video of him dancing in the club and them clowning him. They're not laughing with him; they're laughing at him. And it's to the point where if you are AB's friend, don't give him money because you see where it's going. Try to get him help.
Don't take him out.
Yeah.
There's been times I've seen him out. I've seen him out. Yo, bro, go home, bro. Get home safe. Go home. No. Hey, no, I'm good, but nah, bro, go home, bro. You just ain't it. Yeah. And just like that. Like, I'm not, like, again, man. I fuck with the whole family, you know what I'm saying? Again, and I know his mother's tired of seeing this shit. So like I want people thinking like there's like nobody that doesn't. They just man, the people we've been trying to talk to him. But like Adam actually said, at the end of the day, he has to want to, you know what I'm saying? He has to want to get the help for himself. Like how many times we're gonna keep having the same episode where you and I are speaking about whatever he did, and it's been as of lately we speak about at least once a week or some shit that happens with AB. Last week it was a Cam situation. This week is, you know what I'm saying, now he's not paying the tab. It's like, yo, bro, when's enough is enough. Enough is enough, man. Like, come on, man. We almost 40. We gotta grow. We gotta grow the fuck up.
He really needs to, and this is just being honest, and you know, I know people may not agree with me, but he needs to get away from boxing. He needs to get away from it all. He needs to find himself, because I feel like boxing has become almost like a detrimental thing for him. Like the fact that he didn't reach success.
I think it's boxing, bro. I don't think it's boxing.
I mean, but think about it.
I don't think it's boxing. If it was boxing, he'd be away from all the dumb shit. He'd be in the motherfucking gym or at least within the camp.
Well,
pushing the next fight level. It's the partying, bro. You gotta get the fuck out. Stay the fuck out of these bars. Stay out of these stupid ass clubs.
Yeah, but a lot, bro. But even in his career, just the way he carried himself, being around, like he's trying to still be who he was back then when people were rocking with him, and it's because he's still around the same circle. Sometimes you have to take yourself out of that circle in order to see what's going on. And if you continue to be around these guys like he said, when he brought up Gervonta Davis, I thought that was interesting. He's like, yeah, that's always gonna be little bro. And I remember when I was here and I had to help him out. You're continually putting yourself in these situations that depress you. I think he needs to get away from it. Go with your mom. Go chill. Like you're leading yourself into a situation where you're going to continually remind yourself of your failures instead of what you accomplished. And people are at this point taking advantage of AB. I mean, that's just how I feel.
I'm more upset. There's people, like I said, man. At one point in time, it was 30 motherfuckers around him.
Yeah.
Where are y'all at now, man? Why? And a lot of y'all, let's be real, a lot of y'all was some people, a lot of y'all grew up with him. A lot of y'all grew up with him, and he took care of a lot of y'all. I've seen it. I've seen it in my eyes. He took care of a lot of y'all motherfuckers that grew up with him. So it's not like it was, hang arounds that just came on when he was hot. No, it basically took his whole entire neighborhood with him to the top with him. Where y'all at now, man? Like I said, for me, I was the outsider coming in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up in Cincinnati. I grew up in New York. You know what I'm saying? I was coming in, because we had the same trainer. So we was always together in training camps. But yet I don't see none of y'all. I don't see none of y'all around to pull them to the side and be like, yo, twin, what the fuck is going on? You tripping. It was all good though when he was taking care of y'all flights, paying for y'all hotel stays, getting y'all into places, getting y'all over here so to say at tables with certain celebrities and this and the third. Y'all going to the fights with him. Everything was good then, but like I said, I'm more ashamed of y'all that actually grew up with him in Cincinnati because I don't see none of y'all around trying to tell this man, listen, enough is enough, bro. But once he's up, and you know what I'm saying, and he got a check in his pocket, all y'all come around.
And you know what's crazy? I believe that he's very talented outside of boxing. I think he's very funny. I think he's witty. I believe that he can turn his life around. He just needs to find himself. He needs to understand that, listen, boxing isn't it no more. This is the one thing that you have relied on to make money the rest of your career. You can't physically do it. But mentally, I believe he can do a podcast. He can do these type of things. But AB has to get his life under control.
So you gotta sit the fuck down. Sit down. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that. You gotta sit the fuck down. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, bro.
Nah, yeah,
I'm saying this because you know what I'm saying, as a brother that left, you doing too much. You look crazy out here. No one else is gonna tell you this shit. I'm gonna tell you, go sit the fuck down, man, and get it together, man. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go spend time with your kids and chill. You know what I'm saying? Check in with your family. Like he just said, sit down, go visit your mother, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your mother is good so she can let her keep eyes on you for a while. But all this, you know what I'm saying, bouncing around, doing this and that and third, you look crazy out here, bro. Go sit the fuck down.
I seen a video, which I found interesting, right? And I think you had sent it to me. And I think it was you. And there was this guy in Miami. He said that, and it's crazy. Stay out of the party cities, bro. He goes to Miami.
The dude in Miami. It was a TikTok video saying that he's seen him walking down the street.
Like a 10 a.m.
Oh shit! Like you said, like they benefit. Oh, that's AB. Yeah. Oh, yo. And then they wanted to go hang out. They said AB wanted to go to the bar. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and he was ordering drinks and and he was expecting dude to pay the tab. Dude bounced out. He got a bad at it when he seen it. Okay, I see that he ain't trying to come out the pocket for nothing, but he's constantly ordering drinks. Dude left.
But you know what was telling about that video though too, is he said he seen him walking by himself, which means what you said. Where's his entourage? Where's his people? Because in my head, I'm like, yo, why are they letting people? And he was very aware of the camera. Why are they letting people around him record? That would never happen before. But all of those people that used to use him are not around no more, and it's sad. It's really sad to see this man And again, Ash brings a good point. His kids are watching. I didn't even know he had 10 kids. He has 10 kids. It's absolutely crazy. So, I mean, this is all playing out in real time, and it's leading to a very devastating conclusion. And then that's what I'm worried about AB, because I think AB can definitely get it back together, and he has the notoriety, he has the name to get it together. But AB, get yourself right, man. And when you get right, when all those clowns come back,
nah, you gotta weed them out. You gotta keep them. You gotta keep them. You gotta keep them away, bro. Like I said, man, I'm not here to name any names. Y'all know who y'all are, man. Y'all see this shit, and a lot of that, like, let's be real, bro, because you've been around entourages and the crowds your whole life as well, bro. A lot of that shit be inner circle jealousy, man. A lot of these motherfuckers, they be with you when you up, but they love to see when you down. You know what I'm saying? They love to see when you down because, you know, they feel like, you know, now they better than you, or look at them now. They thought bro, get rid of when you get back on your feet to it, because I believe you can get back on your feet, but when you do, bro, you got to keep a lot of these motherfuckers away from you, bro. They're not good.
Crazy. I know what it feels like when everybody is patting you on your back because they can get something off you. I've experienced that. But when they feel like you can't help you no more, I can't help you no more, he's the biggest piece. Fuck him. He's a bum. He's this, he's that. And that's something that AB is going through. And it's sad. It's very, very sad because I'm not even AB. So I don't even particularly like the individual when I met him. And I told you that. But I would be willing to help him. I'm not going to give him no money. But I'm going to be like, yo, bro, you have a talent. Get away from these people. I've seen it where, and Jimbo, you've seen it too, when you're on top of the mountain and all of a sudden everybody's calling you, everybody's saying, oh, yeah, whatever. And as soon as they feel like you fell off, man, you ain't shit. And you know, it's not an easy thing to deal with. It really isn't. And if anybody out there thinks it's just easy to just deal with it, it's not, because you invest in people, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm thinking about some shit with me and him in Cincinnati.
What?
I just party with him. We used to go out and party. You know what I'm saying? When I first got to Cincinnati, but like, it was one particular night I had to stop. I had to stop partying with him, man. I was with the jail fucking with him, man. He had me. They had me on the curb, handcuffed and everything.
What?
No. Yeah, man. It was a wild. Then like the next day, it was like a Friday. I don't forgot what happened, but it got crazy in one of the clubs. And we knew the club owner. The club owner was actually one of the promoters in boxing at the time, but he owned the club. And he was like, yo, take him home. He's wilding. So we wanted to go out to the front. We about to go out to the door. And like I said, I'm not from Cincinnati. I just see a motherfucker, a squad rushing us. Because they had gotten to some shit, whatever, with somebody in there. And then they had their little group. Again, I'm not from this. I don't know who the fuck is who. So what was running up? You know what I'm saying? I gotta be ready to, you know what I'm saying, to throw hands and shit. Next thing I know, we get up out of there. I forgot. One thing led to another. They got me on the curb. So they got me sitting on the curb with handcuffs on, yo.
Yeah, you know,
I had to tell after that situation, I had to tell the next, yo. He texted me, was like, "Hey, big bro, I said, "Nah, bro, I can't hang out with you, bro. I just got out. I just got out the Marine Corps, bro. Like, I still have my government ID. Like, that's what saved me. I had my government ID on me. And was like, yo, check the wallet. Like, yo, I'm a Marine. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, you know,
it was like luckily when the woman was like, "Oh, nah, it wasn't him. He didn't do it. It wasn't him." So they let me go. But man, when I got up out of there. I promise you, that was the last time we actually hung out, like in terms of like club wise. I was like, nah, I can't go. This is 2012, bro. This is 2012.
It's hilarious.
It was after that, it was no more. No more.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Not funny, but I think what's her face? Ash brings up a good point. If Mike Tyson get it back together, right? And think about it, Mike Tyson. He's the epitome of,
what?
Like ups and downs. Went to jail for alleged rape, which was bullshit. Went through all the stuff. Did all the drugs, the cocaine. Lived through the 80s, the 90s as a superstar, and turned it around and made people love him. And people always, I mean, Mike Tyson is somebody that maybe he should sit down with. Like, yo, bro, like, if anybody's seen everything, has been Mike. Mike came from the bottom. We all know he came from the bottom as well. Mike was able to spin it, man. And I think maybe Mike Tyson is someone that, and again, not to put it on Mike Tyson, but, he's someone that maybe he needs to look to and be like, yo, like if he can do it, I can too. But I mean, it's insane to see it, man. Listen, man, we pray for AB. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see somebody go down path that he's going. He's a father. So man, it's definitely it's definitely tough, man. Oh man, it's crazy we talking about it because again, it reminds me of stuff that I went through, bro. Like I'm like, damn. I mean, his shit is. I don't drink, and that's one of the reasons I don't drink is because of that, bro. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Speaking of that, I don't know where the hell this thing is at. Hold on one second. I'm trying to pull this up real quick. Speaking of what we were just talking about, more on the title we have of the title show, Floyd Mayweather has came out and said that he's possibly considering making a comeback. The world has went crazy about it. They've been talking about it like crazy. I'm gonna play the video. He just did a recent interview, maybe about I don't know. I seen it yesterday for the first time, but I ripped it, and this is what Floyd had to say. Here it is. I'm sorry. Here it is. Floyd Mayweather.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
Let's own it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. I feel good. Working hard each and every day. I can't wait for 2026.
You think he just said it for the interview? He's capping.
You do a party for free.
I love Floyd, but let's be real. Floyd always does this shit.
Yeah.
Whenever there's some spotlight on someone else, at that moment in particular time, I mean, it's just have Floyd. Like I said, I don't knock Floyd for everything he does, brother, because I'm like, we all used to this. We know this is what Floyd does, man. Floyd always, like, you seen it in the comments just that when you had made the post, bro. Floyd always does this, and it's nothing new. Every time there's somebody's being spoke of being the new best thing or mentioning his name in the same sentence, you know what I'm saying, with that individual like Bud, Floyd comes out and says something like this. But it's like, bro, I don't think Floyd's coming back for like a professional bout, and if he does, it's probably something like a Conor McGregor, or the borderline exhibition. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anything. It's not gonna be anything. It's not gonna be anything to, threaten his record, his perfect record. That's what he holds dearly to himself. That perfect record, 51-0, whatever. So I don't think it's anything. It'll be anything crazy. He's not coming back to fight the Buds of the world. No, I don't think that. But again, and it might just be a regular another 2026 exhibition. But again, you got Manny Pacquiao who's coming back to potentially fighting for another world title. So that probably can be getting to him in terms of this is a guy that I fought and beat, but yet here he is again, and he's about to win another title after being in the Hall of Fame. Then you got people mentioning that you see it, we all seen it. People mentioning that Bud is better than him or could potentially beat him. So this every time Floyd gets mentioned or he sees somebody getting some shine around him, here comes Floyd. I'm not like I said, I've always been a big fan of Floyd, but this is the same pattern that we've seen throughout the years.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think, and again, and I see people making this argument about Bud possibly being better than Floyd. I think it's absolutely rubbish, to be honest with you. What he's accomplished, his resume, there's no real comparison, in my opinion. I think it's rubbish, right? I think Bud had his biggest win in his career, and I think it's two different situations. Floyd, they both beat Canelo, right? I think Floyd's, in my opinion, I think Floyd's was a little more. They both things. He made Canelo do the catch weight, drained him, fought a young Canelo. People will say, well, Bud, he fought an older Canelo. He did this or whatever, right? So, but if you match their resumes, I don't think it's even close, right?
Right.
But again, resumes don't fight. Resumes don't fight. So, I think people are caught in the moment in that regard.
That's how we're always like that in the moment, like I said, and it's not to knock both. I think both of two different eras, both great talents in their own right. But we always get we always get like that. We always get like that in the moment, man. Like even I mean, you and I, we have our little back and forth in terms of like Canelo and the Chavez era. You know what I'm saying? Some think Canelo's era is greater than Chavez because, like I said, the resume and the competition they fought. I mean, we get it. A lot of people on Chavez's record, it wasn't, saying great talent, and especially when he ran up that, to that 100, that 100 wins, whatever. But again, what people hold Chavez to a certain esteem because of who he is for the most part. Who he is, and what he meant to the country of Mexico. But others think, but the other side, people think that Canelo Alvarez probably fought, the better list of competition throughout his career. So you're gonna get, back and forth in terms of generational talents, just like we got right now with Bud and Floyd. But credit to Bud, when they bring it up, he always gives Floyd his flowers. But at the same time, Floyd is, Floyd's only a fan of Floyd Mayweather. Let's be real.
I got a point. And I think that is part of it. I think it's a good argument you're making. But I think it's a little deeper than that. And I'm going to tell you why. Right? You're going to think I'm crazy, right? But I'm going to pull something up real quick that may change your mind. And I think this is just me. This is my opinion. I don't think it's all Bud. I think that it's actually this right here. Canelo Alvarez, career earnings without the next two fights, apparently has made over $800 million just in boxing, right? Yes, Floyd's O is very important to him, but what does he go by? Money Mayweather, which has been extremely something that he embraces. Every time they question his money, oh, Floyd's broke. He did this. What does he do? Go buys $1 million watch. He does things to show people about his wealth. His ego is very big.
Right.
Canelo Alvarez garnering $800 million in boxing and is probably going to be the first boxer in the history of boxing to reach $1 billion just off of boxing, not even investments outside of boxing, which is crazy, right? I think it's something, and the point that maybe he isn't as financially there. So I don't believe that it's the competition that'll draw him back. I think it's the amount of money that
knows the money first before. But I'm saying if he comes back, it's not going to be anybody. I don't think so, man. He's making a lot of money with exhibitions, bro. He's not gonna risk it.
It ain't that much though.
He's making a good amount of money though, man. It's just that. Listen, we're in a different time of boxing. Yeah. We're in a different era though, too. Though I'm pretty sure if he had a Turkey Alex Sheik when he was fighting, he would have exceeded a lot. But like I said, we're in a different time. I mean, shit. You got guys like Devin, Ryan Garcia, and you seen those guys. They was making $10 million and up.
But 800.
You know what I'm saying? Floyd was making that. Floyd was making that in his career when he was fighting at world champions. He was just getting to the 8 million here, 10 million here. Y'all know the story. Like I said, we just in a different era. But again, money always motivates Floyd.
Money does, his ego does, and again, Canelo has the business side of it, and Bud has now what people are saying is the best fighter, right? I think they both play into it, but the money situation, and he sees Turkey, he's like, hey, hold on, I think I might want a piece of that. Yeah, I mean, you just got called out about the $400 million of real estate that he allegedly bought, but that wasn't true. I would not be surprised if Floyd jumps back in the ring more so to try to get himself a $200 million back. If he was to come out and say, you know what, I'll fight Bud, how much do you think he would get paid for that fight?
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at a couple $100 million, in my opinion. And I think, and again, we're gonna see what's more important to Floyd.
You think? Listen. You think if they gave Canelo 150 for the Bud fight, Floyd's gonna try to exceed that by far.
And that's my point. That's what Floyd does, bro. He does.
Well, I don't see him chancing it though. But he definitely, I'm with Mel, man. He definitely gonna get that paper, but I don't see him taking, because you gotta listen, man. Father Time is still undefeated, bro.
Yeah, Bud's gonna knock him out. Right.
Only way he gonna have to take that fight is if he gonna have to get an exhibition with Bud or some shit, bro. But he's not. And plus, like I said, right now, Bud is at 168. Where they meeting at?
Yeah.
But again, he's fighting Mike Tyson in an exhibition. That's what I'm saying. Like, where they gonna meet at?
But as I'm saying, I mean, listen.
And then on top of that, I know like Bud ain't about to sit there and go through those stipulations, rehydration clauses and yada yada yada. That's what I'm saying.
You don't think Bud would want it, bro? Bud, dog. The amount of money they're gonna get paid if they was. You got to think about it. Let's think about this. People are arguing who's better, Floyd or Bud. If they would announce right now, hey, listen, we're gonna do Bud versus Floyd, it would break the internet. It would literally, because that's more of a chance than a Mike Tyson situation. Like Tyson's heavier, right? If you're gonna compare them, can you imagine if Turkey said, "I got 250 for you, 150 for you, whatever"? I that would break every record. Period. I don't think Floyd would take it simply because
we'll see. It's about 2026. They in the talk. We'll see, bro. But I'm not holding my breath.
No, I mean, I'll tell you this: you're gonna find out more if Floyd loves his O more than his money, and I think that's where you're gonna find
out. We both, bro. Both. I'm telling you, both. Look what he does. Look what he does when it comes to the argument of Ali and everybody, bro. He always says that this one lost and the Ray Leonard they lost. He holds that to a high. You know what I'm saying? High.
No, absolutely. But remember,
and I think in his mind, the O is what generates all the money that he wants. It's the O. The O means a lot. Listen,
yes.
He influenced. Think about it, bro. He influenced a whole nother generation after him.
No, but you got to remember too, Jamel. There's only one person that's made more money than him in boxing. Only one.
Who?
Canelo. That's it.
I think Floyd said he made about $1 billion. Canelo's at 800. He's 2 million. He's 2 million short right now.
He said that.
He's 2 million short right now. They said Floyd generated $1 billion. I mean, not just him. They said that he generated Floyd generated $1 billion.
Bro,
Canelo's right there. Because what? Canelo still got 4 fights left. Whatever.
He got 2 fights left.
Yeah.
He's there. This is what was reported. They said he is going to be the first boxer in history to generate over $1 billion. So it wasn't Floyd. I'm just saying what's being said. But outside, bro, money motivates him. He does not. My point being is nobody can talk to Floyd about money in boxing outside of Canelo Alvarez. Just be real. Just keep it real. That's the only person. But I'm with you. I don't think he does come back, and if he does, he'll take one of these dumb men. He might fight Roy Jones. I see him fighting Roy Jones before he fights Bud Crawford. But I'm with you. But it would break the internet if we were to see that. Speaking of stupid shit, Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are going to fight with oversized gloves.
And matter of fact, isn't that press conference today? The press conference today. I want to see the face off. We'll get an idea with the face off, bro.
Bro, I didn't even clip this, but it was being reported that they're going to fight with oversized gloves.
I've seen that,
and this is what they were saying. Apparently, the rules are they're not trying to hurt each other. They're trying to exhibit technique and whatnot. Nobody want to see that bullshit. Oversized gloves. If they're not even 17 ounce, right, which is what these, or 16 ounce for sparring, right? They're gonna be bigger than 16 ounce gloves. What are they're gonna look like? Remember the kids would have the balloon fucking fistings. Are you serious? I mean, come on. What does this do? I mean, what does it do for you? Because we hated this beforehand.
What you mean? I mean, we just got good boxing the last couple. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. Let them make their money. I ain't gotta really speak on it. I'm thinking about anybody else in the, you know what I'm saying, in the chat. They ain't gotta speak on it. Let them make their money. So, it is what it is. Like I said, it's an exhibition. It's an exhibition. They fight with bigger gloves. Probably, like you said, more like 16-ounce glove because of the weight differences or the sparring gloves. It is what it is, man. Listen. I won't be surprised they fuck around and say they got to put on headgear next.
Bro, oversized gloves is absolutely.
They got to wear headgear next, man. Oh, man. It is what it is, man. It's
oversized gloves, though.
It's entertainment, y'all. It's entertainment. I'm not taking it serious. It's not. I'm not losing any sleep over it either.
Bro, entertainment is actually have to be entertaining. That's not entertaining at all.
They're gonna listen. The YouTubers is definitely gonna tune in. Let's be real.
Oversized gloves, bro. Do you know how stupid he's gonna look? I mean, I guess he's gonna walk around and say, "Oh, I made all this money," blah blah blah. We already know what Tank's gonna say, but Jesus Christ, are we serious about the oversized gloves? Moving forward, we're just talking about your boy Bud, and this popped up. Mr. Benavidez Sr. says, I don't think David has a problem making 168 pounds. Anything is possible, especially fighting for all those belts. David said he wouldn't do it. Jamel said he probably wouldn't do it. David Benavidez Sr. seems to be putting his hat in there saying that David can make 168. What do we make of all of this, Jamel? David Benavidez, 168 versus Jamal Crawford. Bud Crawford. What do you think?
I don't know, bro. I don't see it happening.
So do you think he's gonna vacate?
But I don't see Bud staying at 168 unless, like you mentioned before, it's the rematch. You know what I mean? But I don't see him at 168. He's not a super middleweight.
You think so? If he doesn't get the rematch, does he vacate the belts?
There, you see, it's about 160. So yeah.
How big of a fight would Benavidez be?
I think it'd be big because of because of the threat that David still imposes. David is a threat. Like I said, David, I like David, but again, I don't know. I just don't see it happening. But again, if it does happen, it'll be a huge fight. It'll be another huge fight because of who David is and what he brings, and you know what I'm saying, and who Bud is, of course. And they're both undefeated. You know, and they're both undefeated. You can definitely build that up because he beat his older brother. You already beat his older brother. You already knocked his older brother out. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke to David. David has a lot of huge respect, and David is a fan of Bud's. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of respect there. You know.
No, I mean,
I think I'm saying for the most part, it's more of his father. It's more of his father talking than anything. You know what I'm saying? I think if anything, his father may have the little grudge because of the victory they got over Jose, you know, earlier in a few years ago, whatever. So, but I correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't heard David say anything about that type of matchup though.
Yeah, David said no. Actually, I mean, I get it. I mean, but listen,
I'm saying it's his father doing all the talking right now, bro.
Yeah, Bud came out and said it. He said, "Look, man, like you know, I fought Canelo because we're about the same size. I'm actually a little bit bigger. I have longer reach. David Benavidez is a legit 6'3". Like he walks around at 200 pounds.
Motherfucker, like, a light heavyweight. Shit, I won't be probably be a cruiserweight sooner or later.
Yeah, no, I'm not with that. And if I was Bud, I would definitely not even entertain it. But I think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that. I mean, I didn't say I thought there wasn't gonna be a rematch. And I don't think Canelo wants to do a rematch, but I think they're talking payday, and you know,
money, like you just said, money talks. But again, if it's not Canelo, I don't see Bud staying at 168. That's just me.
Yeah. More news: Xander Zayas makes news again. Puerto Rican Xander Zayas got surprised by his idol, my man Felix Trinidad.
Favorito, Manny Pacquiao, Muhammad Ali, Tito Trinidad. Exactamente. Escucha mi nombre exactamente. Aquí estoy. Tranquilo. Un guerrero, un gallo pelea. Sí. Siempre. Son mi gente. Tranquilo. ¡Pum! No, estamos contigo. Esas lágrimas son emoción creo que sí. Un ejemplo de que no. Un ejemplo que todo lo que ha trabajado llega hasta donde ya. Y va a seguir llegando, va a seguir escalando bien grande.
That's a big moment, Jamal. That's a big moment. If I know you're not Puerto Rican, but
I respect Tito. Now you mentioned the other guy. I know the other guy. I don't think he likes me anymore. But
who's that?
Goto's not.
What's the matter with you, Miguel?
Yo, Miguel came at me a few years ago when I beat this dude. When I beat this Okendo, he didn't have a lot of nice things to say about me after the Okendo. You probably could dig it up on Twitter. It's on Twitter. It came out on Twitter and said some shit. But I always been a fan of Tito. You know what I'm saying? Tito was a dog. I know, like I again, and it's nothing against Cotto. I give Cotto all the respect in the world for what he's done with boxing, but Tito, even I know Tito's always been more of that. outspoken out there, you know, with the people, you know, or Puerto Rico than Miguel Cotto.
Tito doesn't co-sign on many people. Tito is literally the biggest star Puerto Rico's ever had. Let's just be honest. But it goes to what I said. I mean, there's a dope moment when it comes to Xander seeing his idol, but it also adds that.
No, that was really emotion. That's what I'm saying. That was really emotion. That was real. That was real. Shout out to my man Xander, man. Like I said, he got to meet his child idol. He's a world champion. He's putting the, you know, saying the island of Puerto Rico on his back, the same way that Tito did all those years ago, and so forth. Like I said, Tito's so popular, you know, he can come back with an exhibition, whatever, and they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out and see him, especially if you do shit.
Bro, you know how popular Tito is?
That's what I'm saying.
I
know this.
Hold on. No, listen. My mother found out he was staying at the hotel that he was that she worked at. She was a supervisor, and went into his room, broke into his room. She's retired now, and took pictures with all his belts when he wasn't in the room. And I was like, "Mom, what's wrong with you?" She's like, "It's Tito." Mama broke into Tito's room, Jamel, but it just, he's a polarizing figure, man, and it's dope to see it. But he
still looks good. He looks good with age. He looks good.
Nah. No, bro, Tito was so big, but to me, it's like, damn, man, I feel bad for Xander, because Xander has two of the biggest cosigns in the world. I mean, if you're Puerto Rican, you got Bad Buddy. I'm gonna say it again. I know you laugh, and you got this guy. Listen,
but that's how y'all are with all, and I respect that. That's how y'all are with all y'all fighters. All fighters at least have a shot. Remember at one point in time before he fucked up, who was it? Felix
get behind Berlanga.
No, Felix Verdejo.
They got behind him like that.
He was on his way. And then he started taking. He was on his way. And then he started, before he fucked up. He was, you know what I'm saying, he was taking those L's or whatever. And then he looked the part. He looked the part of the next Tito, but it just, you know what I'm saying, after, you know, when you start seeing those cracks in his skill, it didn't play out. And then he definitely went on the deep end with that shit he did. That you know what I'm saying, that put him in prison for life, whatever. But remember, like I said, but what I'm going and saying is, like, Puerto Rico, y'all take y'all fighters very seriously, and once they show that little spark, that pressure's on them to be that next big thing.
I want Xander to be great. Let me just say that. I want him to dominate at 154. I just feel like even in Tito's time,
can we even put Edgar Berlanga in the same, and not in the same, like, not even forget the losses or whatever, but like,
Puerto Rico doesn't get behind people like that.
I'm just saying though, like, was he born on the island? Because y'all very hard on y'all Puerto Rico.
I don't think Xander was.
Look at y'all did my man Danny Garcia. They like, yo, you don't even speak Spanish. So y'all very particular with who y'all. I think Edgar is more of a New Yorker, you know, who has Puerto Rican heritage. But I was saying, y'all are very, you know, saying specific with y'all, who y'all want to give the mantle, or decide to give the mantle to. So can you even put Edgar even in that same category if that was right then?
No, but Xander has been given that mantle, and I'm very fearful, because as much as I want Xander to be great, his climb to greatness, unless he decides to go to 160, is dangerous, man. Boots, Virgil. I mean, I don't think Bud's going to beat him.
Yeah, I'm with Melman. I like Juanito, you know.
How about Collazo? I wasn't really impressed by him this weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, we all have you know, our shortcomings, whatever. But you know, But like I said, yeah, man, I think that would have been a bad move on Xander to you know, make your first defense on the island, and then you wanna put a Virgil or Ortiz in that mix. That I don't know. That's you know what I'm saying, that'd have been a hard one.
Listen, man, being Puerto Rican, I love Xander. I want him to be the guy. I just don't see. I feel bad saying this.
Why hasn't Cotto coming out and giving his praise for the boy?
Because he's pushing the other guy. He's pushing his fighter, Collazo. Remember that last fight was,
They're in two different weight classes.
I know, but he promotes him. That's
it's still your Puerto Rican is your brother.
Cotto doesn't really co-sign many people.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean. That's why people gravitate to fucking Tito.
No, Tito is more. if you break down Tito and Cotto,
Man, listen, the
Tito
man
really-
had the man got off the plane after his win against Oscar De La Hoya, and fucking Puerto Rico had a whole party. The entire island had a party that day.
Yeah. No, listen, bro. Tito. There's
I
never been anything
remember
bigger.
that shit.
There's nothing bigger than Tito, and Tito was born on the island. I mean, Camacho, but it was more so because he's American, and Camacho had to earn the respect of Puerto Rico. Like they did not want Camacho to be great, but no, I mean Tito's really a rock star, bro. Tito could drop an album tomorrow and people are gonna buy it. Like in Puerto Rico, they absolutely. I was not a Tito fan. I would critique him, and people would kill me. Like, yo, how you don't like Tito? You're a sellout. I'm like, yo, he lost to De La Hoya. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But Tito is everything that Puerto Rico looks for in a champion.
Right.
And is Ken Sanders Zayas live up to those shoes? I don't know, man. It's I don't know, man. I hope that he does, man. But I mean, that's just me. I don't know, man. I'm still stuck over my girl Gabby just beating the brakes off of people. I'm just telling you. What else went on this weekend? And we had Collazo. I told you. I mean, that was one of the weirdest stoppages I've ever seen. Did you see that fight?
Yeah.
What the fuck did he stop the fight for?
I mean, people feel like Gabby's stoppage was kind of weird as well too.
Nah, Gabby was
dope. She was dope, but I mean,
bro, they should have stopped her when she came out that outfit. The first at the presser. No, Gabby was breaks over shorty. Like that was, I thought she would have probably, bro, God forbid, she would have killed her. The Collazo fight, the guy was actually landing big shots on Collazo. He was doing really well, in my opinion. Gabby fight, man, that girl was getting the
you gotta do something about these refs, bro. These refs are crazy, man.
No, it is what it is. Well, he said, do you still like Ortiz versus Bud?
I don't think Bud's gonna win 54.
I don't think it's a big enough fight for Bud. I think Bud's gonna shoot for the Canelo rematch if Canelo even wants to do the rematch. Because I know he had other plans. I'm gonna be real. I don't know I think if Bud doesn't get the rematch, I think he does relinquish the belts, and maybe he has one more fight and goes away. I think he retires. I think Bud is satisfied. Bud is not one of those guys, and I don't know Bud. You know Bud. I think Bud is one of those guys that's he respects.
Right now, he's not money hungry.
Yeah, I think
he's already established himself well for when he exit when he leaves boxing, he's gonna be well off. I've seen him. I've seen it himself. I've actually sat down with the people that he worked with in terms of setting himself financially to be well off after boxing. So the man owns a whole fucking neighborhood.
I think the only thing that would get him back is a fight with Canelo rematch, or the fact that whatever agreement he had,
he needs to motivate him.
No, but also maybe the agreement that he had with, and the fact that Turkey got him the fight that he wanted, or the biggest look that he ever got. So I think that, I mean, I told you, I believe Hamza Sharif will be an option, just to pay back Turkey out of seat. But I don't see Bud staying much longer, to be honest. How's the Eubank fight looking? I think it's gonna be the same fight. I mean, what do you think?
For me?
Yeah, kind of been. Oh, you talking about your fight? Yeah, but you put that out there. You want to address that?
The Harlem Eubank. I'm supposed to.
Harlem Eubank is a weird name, but yeah.
Nah, I'm supposed to hear something back today. Matter of fact.
Oh, so you might be on the UK, so I got to book my flight or no? I want to go.
I think they took my November 14th. November 14th. I think the day before the Eubank and Conor rematch or something like that. But
it's not on the same card?
That's what I was told so far. Alex, I didn't get much. I'm supposed to get more details today, but
I know Blair said he was supposed to be on that card too.
I think they say he's moving. He's going to 140. I fought the last time. I fought as an Olympian at 140. So 140 is not a big thing. Like I walk around him right now at 150 or whatever. But we'll see. We'll find out more today.
All right. Well, it's 11.
We'll find out more today.
Appreciate everybody. You guys know Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, me and Jamal will be on 10 a.m. sharp. I'll be on a little earlier. We're gonna make the time. I shout out for almost 400 people in here.
But yeah, Ryan, shout out to my man Jamie Collin. Jamie Collin. I've always been close with the Collin family. Him and Mick Jamie Conlon looked out for me. You know, he reached out to my team about, you know, going into the UK. He acknowledged that, you know, I do got a good following and presence in the UK, so it's not a big thing. Not a big thing for me to go to the UK. I always said I will fight in the UK again anyway, but yeah, Jamie acknowledged that. It came with the offer. The fight will be at 140 pounds, but like I said today, you know, what I'm saying, I basically sent my offer to what in terms of what I wanted and needed, and we'll find out, I guess, sometime today or this week. Or what's next.
You got to make sure on the offer you tell them to take care of my hotel when I'm out there. I'm going to be walking around with the camera. I'm going to be with them, hanging out with them, right?
They fuck around, might take care of that shit too, though. I ain't gonna lie. They dropping the money. They dropping the money.
Yo, I will find Uncle Turkey that weekend. I will hang out. Me and Turkey gonna hang out. Turkey, you need to give us our own show, man. I don't know what's going on. Turkey, what's up, man?
It's gonna happen. Like I said, we spoke yesterday. It's gonna happen. You know, it's coming. It's coming.
I'm telling you, we get to the UK, Turkey's gonna love me.
They're watching. They're watching.
They definitely are. They definitely are. But Jamel, Wednesday we back. Unless Jamel wants to do a night show, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Make sure you tune in. Myself, Jamel Herring, and yo, whoever wants to help us with a new intro, let me know. I don't got a lot of time to make one, so let me know if y'all want to help out. Hit the comments, Twitter, everywhere. We out here, Jamel, my guy. We out. Salute. I can't even end this damn thing. Look at this. I can't even.
Fuck it up.